Hello, everyone. My name is Christina Calva, and I am CHIP's Communication Coordinator. I am here to talk about CHIP's newest housing opportunity, Rebuild with CHIP. But before we get into that, I want to explain a little bit more about who we are and what we do as an organization. So, CHIP's mission is to provide healthy, sustainable, affordable housing and related services to qualified residents in the North Valley. Our service area includes Shasta, Tehama, Butte, Glenn, Colusa, Sutter, and Yuba counties. The opportunity that we are sharing with you today is located in Paradise. And here to explain more about the program and to answer any questions you may have is Jill Casada, Director of SelfHelp Housing, and Judy Orozco, Self-Help Specialist. And so if you're watching this live and you have any questions, please type them into the comments section of this video and we'll respond to them as best we can. All right, thank you, Jill and Judy, for joining us.
Hi, Christina.
Hi, Christina.
So Jill, before we dive into the details of Rebuild with CHIP, could you please explain a little bit about what the self-help program is?
Yeah, so the SelfHelp Program is a program where families of limited income come together and help build their own home. So how that works is CHIP typically will buy a subdivision and then we'll sell lots to the new homeowners, and then we'll form groups and families will build collaboratively on the homes in those groups. So families are putting in about 30 hours a week towards the construction of their home. Everybody's helping each other building the homes, and then everyone moves in when the homes are done. So we've built over 2,000 homes utilizing this method all through the service area that Christina mentioned. We build about 50 homes a year. And so that's kind of a summary of our regular self-help program.
Thank you. And you mentioned the regular part. So what is the difference between that regular self-help and CHIP's new program, Rebuild with CHIP?
Yeah, so Rebuild with CHIP is brand new. This is the first time we've tried this, and it's basically a response to all the families that lost homes up in Paradise are trying to rebuild, and maybe they can't because it's economically unfeasible or it's really complicated. And so what we're doing, instead of buying a piece of land and having families build together, we are actually looking for households who lost a home in the campfire and now would like to rebuild on their lot. So we're looking for lot owners. And of course, like the regular self-help housing program, you won't be building with your neighbors who live right next to you. You'll be building with people who live throughout the Paradise community. We'll probably do small groups of about 4. And so you'll still be working on other people's homes, and you'll probably be at one home one day and drive to another home another day, still working collaboratively with other families. The difference just being you already own the lot. It's your own lot, and you'll be rebuilding your home on it.
Thank you for answering about those differences, because I know it, like you said, this is a new thing. So
Yeah.
thank you for explaining that. And then, Judy, now that we have a little bit better of an understanding of what self-help is, could you please share more about Rebuild with CHIP?
Yeah, so for this specific area, we are looking for Paradise lot owners who lost their home in the campfire. And so that is one of the requirements. And then, of course, we're going to be looking at income. Families do have to show the ability of being able to repay a mortgage loan. And then I will be looking at credit history and current credit. You don't have to have perfect credit. That's not a requirement, and a specific credit score is not required either. We're going to be looking at overall credit and making sure. I know there's case-to-case basis on things that are specific to campfire survivors that are unique. So we'll be looking at all of that. There are income limits. The limits will be going off of our USDA Rural Development income limits. And those are households between 1 and 4 cannot exceed $56,550, and that's gross income. And then households between 5 and 8 cannot exceed $74,650. There are some deductions that are acceptable, and again, those are case by case. So we urge you to submit an application either way if you're borderline being over income. And the ways that you're able to apply or obtain an application would be accessing it if you have internet via our website at www.chiphousing.org. You can go on the homeownership tab, and then you'll click on active developments, and then you'll see the link for Rebuild with CHIP, and there you'll be able to download and print the application. You're also able to request an application to be mailed out to you via chipgeneral@chiphousing.org. So if you email your mailing address, we can get that out to you that way. Or you can also give us a call at the CHIP main office at 530-891-6931. Our operating hours are Monday through Thursday, 8 to 4:30. Our office is currently closed to the public. So the way that you would be able to submit an application for this area is mailing it to us. To our address is 1001 Willow Street, Chico, California, 95928. You'll also find that address at the very top of the application. Or you can swing by the office and drop it off in an envelope. There is a mail slot at the front door that you can put it through, and we will go ahead and receive it that way. Any questions you may have, you can always reach out to us. You can email Chip General, and we can get you started on that process to submit an application.
Thank you, Judy. And and so we do have one question from the comment section, and it's not specifically about Rebuild with Chip, but it is asking, they're asking if we will be opening up any spaces in Williams soon.
At this time, we're always taking interest names for our interest list. The more need and interest we see for an area, the more we know that we should be looking for land. At this point in time, we don't have anything available. All the ones we had at our current have been sold. Our next project we do anticipate, which will hopefully be sometime later this year in Corning. But again, we do urge you to contact our main office via email or calling us and providing that mailing address, and we'll add you to our interest list. You can actually also add yourself to the interest list on our website. I believe there's a link on there that you can go in and enter your information and be added to those specific areas you're interested in.
Yes, and I can include the link to the interest list on this comment section when we're done with the video. So if anyone is interested in another one of our service areas, they can put their name in on the interest list. But thank you. Is there any other details you would like to touch on about Rebuild with Chip before we go?
Yes, another question is if you can choose your floor plan for this specific program, and you are not able to. Chip will have our floor plans, so you will have to use that. And then the size of the home we're not able to determine that at this time, because that will be determined based on what was previously built and the shape and size of the lot. So all of that information will be later determined once an application is reviewed or received and then reviewed. Then we will be able to provide that information to the applicant.
Thank you. And there's a question about Corning, but before I get to that question on our comment section, is there any limitations of where in Paradise the lot can be, or can it be anywhere in Paradise that applicants can be have a lot?
It needs to be in the town limits.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people have asked about Megalia, and we would love to extend this program. So right now we are looking for 4 households who want to rebuild. If we see that there's more of a demand, we would certainly love to expand the program. But right now it is just 4 households in the town of Paradise. The only thing I was thinking, Christina, we didn't really touch on, or just like, why would someone do this program over just rebuilding a house themselves? Kind of what are the advantages of it? And one thing is just the skills you gain by building your own home, by helping to build it. Those are skills that you'll be able to maintain, use to maintain your home in the future, or repairs or rehabs. We have people who have built their home and then moved on to actually have jobs with CHIP as construction supervisors and helping people to build their own home. So it's really great skill building. It's also a really neat way to get to know people really well in your community. I know a lot of people lost their neighbors and a lot of friends and family with a fire. And it's just a really neat way to do a community project and get to know people well. And then CHIP, of course, kind of orchestrates everything. We administer everything. So we are going to find those contractors for you to do the work. We are going to oversee all the construction and schedule everything. And so it's very efficient. And so the families are helping and coming to work every day, but they're being instructed and supervised.
Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, it definitely, it's more of a partnership. It doesn't feel like you're just left out to wander on your own and figure things out by yourself. So that's the really great aspect of partnering with CHIP. And then the comment or the question about Corning is, where in Corning will you be building?
So we are building in Corning. We don't release that information until we're officially the landowners and we start to market that project, and we're just not quite there yet. So we will be letting everybody know those details as soon as we can. And so, as Judy mentioned before about getting your name on the interest list, if you're interested in Corning, do get your name on our interest list by emailing or going onto our website. And that way, when we have information on the project, you will be the first to receive it.
Thank you for clarifying. And we have another question that asks about the construction part of it. Is it hard for someone who is elderly or disabled to apply?
No, it's definitely the self-help part of it where families are helping build their home is definitely a requirement, but we've had many people in different situations able to help build. There may be things that you're not able to do, and that's fine. You can talk with the supervisors and figure out those things. And then also you can have family members and friends help you build your home. So it's not solely on you. There is a requirement for the homeowners to put in a certain amount of hours themselves. And again, the hours can't be they can't be waived, but there are different scenarios where we can get help from volunteers or family members to help with those hours if somebody is having trouble with that.
Thank you for clarifying. That is a very unique aspect of self-help is families building their own home. But I mean, as my family went through it, and it's a really unique and exciting part of the program. So thank you for your questions. There are no other questions in the comment section. So Judy or Jill, do you have any kind of last minute thoughts on Rebuild with CHIP?
Just again, I urge you to submit your application. I know some people are hesitant because they're kind of eliminating themselves already, thinking that they may have something on their credit, or they may have, their income might not be eligible. And just keep in mind, we do have different financing, so we might be able to help out. You might be able to be eligible for some mortgage subsidy or for some other financing. So please don't let that hold you back. Submit your application. I know sometimes people want the details before submitting, but I'm not able to get that far until I've actually looked at the overall credit, overall income, household size, and all of that. So I just urge everybody to submit an application. It's not too late. Please do so. And then as soon as I start reviewing applications, I will reach out to you and we can discuss it in further detail.
Thank you. And yes, so just a last another reminder of how to get the application. If you have access to internet, you can view it on our website, and we'll provide a link in the comments as well. You can also email chipgeneral@chiphousing.org. And we can you can request to have it emailed or mailed to you. And then you can also call our main office. There's the information. So you can call our main office there at that number and ask for Judy if you have any questions or would like to apply. So please, we urge you, if you are if this even interests you a little bit, to go ahead and ask Judy any of the questions you have and to apply. So like she said, some of the specifics can't be known until the application is submitted. So thank you for your time. And then we do have one last comment that asks about building in the Yuba Sutter area. And I assume that this is the same as with the other kind of subdivision questions, that at this time we don't have any news about that area. But if you are interested in a future subdivision there, we encourage you to sign up for our interest form. And you can do that by calling the office and giving us your information, or by visiting our website and putting yourself on our interest form and letting us know where you're interested. That way, when we do have news about that area, you'll be the first to know via, we'll send you a letter directly letting you know. So that's the best way to be the first to know when we're building. We have a comment that says that Chip helped them build their first home, their first time homeowner. So yay, congrats to that homeowner.
And I just also wanted to add with the interest list that if you have already added your name to the interest list and you need to update mailing address, please do so, so that we can make sure that we have that correct address. So perfect would be for you to email it, because that way we have it exactly how it's going to be. That'd be the best way. But if not, you can definitely give us a call and we'll get that updated for you, so we make sure that we get that information to you when it's out.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jill and Judy, for taking the time out of your day to chat with us and to answer questions. We really appreciate it. And if anyone watching has any questions, please feel free to continue dropping them down on the comments or calling us directly. We would love to help as best we can. Thanks.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Bye.